Welcome to the Business Shop Podcast, where our guests speak on meeting the challenges of entrepreneurship, as well as offer tips and advice on business, marketing, technology, and more. Whether you are a newbie or a seasoned professional, this episode is for you. I am your host, Audrey Wiggins. Let's chop it up. Hello, Chop Squad. It's great to be with you again on this sunny or wintry day, depending on where you are. It might be in some rain. God bless you. I'm excited about our guest today. Her name is Shahar Boyayan, and she is a Brazilian immigrant, and she now lives here in the U.S. for the past 20 years. And she has worked as a consultant for several companies, from solo-preneurs to mid-sized companies, and she has a passion for understanding the human mind and for adventure. She is a wildlife photography enthusiast. That's awesome, Shahar. Yeah. Her favorite subject are bears and loves geocaching. What is that?
It's a treasure hunt, all that you can do all around the world. People hide things, and with a GPS, you can find them. And then you put your name that you found. It's super fun.
All right. I love that. All right. Okay. She has worked with her daughter, Nashlah, for many years, and together they have built an online platform for art courses and proptalkie. Okay. And we're going to learn more about that, Shahar. This is where they combine automation with AI for small businesses, and they also do a lot of real estate investing. Now, I'm going to introduce Shahar a little bit more on the other side of this message. Hello, fellow entrepreneurs. It's the Tech Diva. If you're like me, it's been a long year. Are you ready to elevate your business and see real success? Meet me and my colleagues for a Power Pack's 3 days at Elevating the You and Entrepreneur Virtual Business Summit. Jumpstart Your Success 2025, January 23rd through January 25th. Sponsorships available. Get details at bit.ly/jumpstartyoursuccess 2025. bit.ly/jumpstartyoursuccess 2025. And let's win together. Shahar, welcome to the Business Shop.
I'm so glad to be here.
Thank you. I'm glad to have you here. Now, Shahar is a leading expert in the fascinating intersection of consumer behavior and artificial intelligence. With her finger on the pulse of emerging technologies and their impact on commerce, Shahar offers invaluable insights into the future of consumer trends and business strategies. She's also an author of the groundbreaking report, AI-Driven Consumer Trends and Business Applications, Navigating the Near Future of Commerce and the 8 Laws of Irresistibility. Ooh. This seminal work has quickly become a go-to resource for businesses looking to harness the power of AI in understanding and influencing consumer behavior. Known for her engaging speaking style, Shahar has a unique ability to demystify complex concepts and present them in a way that's both accessible and actionable. She doesn't just predict the future of commerce, she shows us how to shape it. Shahar, again, welcome. I'm excited. There's all that juicy stuff in the intro. I can't wait to get into some questions.
Sounds important, right?
Right. Oh, you are. Appreciate you being here. Before we get into the real questions, I always like to ask, some fun stuff or anything that you may be proud of that you want to share with me and the Chop Squad.
Okay, I am proud that I like wildlife photography because I chase bears.
Okay, you chase bears.
My daughter and I, we usually try to go to Yellowstone 3 or 4 times a year, just to take pictures of bears. And we take all precautions. We know what to do and what not to do, but we had some close encounters in the process. But the feeling that you get when you accomplish taking the picture of a bear is really amazing. And I'm sorry that I have my dog here with you. I'm an animal person.
The dog is fine.
So I love that. But I think as a woman today, I am very proud of still being here, being active, being able to show entrepreneurs different ways to approach the market, right? Because sometimes we have misconceptions of how we have to approach a market. And like I said, I love to study the human mind. I cannot predict the future, but I can observe behavior. And that's
Okay.
when we start thinking, okay, what's coming? What's happening? And I really enjoy doing this.
So in your report, we mentioned it in the intro, AI-driven consumer trends and business applications. You discussed the 8 laws of irresistibility. Can you elaborate on one or two of those, or more if you want,
Sure.
those laws and how they apply to modern commerce?
How to become irresistible to your business does not necessarily have to do with AI, right? It's how we position ourselves for success. Because most small business owners, they do not have an unlimited budget to keep investing in branding and advertising, right? Most of us are cautious on that arena. So we need to position ourselves to the market in a way that we catch their attention. For example, I've been here for 5 minutes, Audrey. I cannot stop looking at your neck piece. I love it. I love it. So that's attraction. But how do you do that with anything, any product, any service? There are some things that we need to be able to do. And a very important one is find our unique voice. How is our voice to the market? And we tend to we try to play safe on everything, but today the consumer is looking for the personality, the place where we can be. I am either like you or I want to be like you, right? So if we are just vanilla in everything, we are not going to catch attraction. Another thing that is important to understand is that today we want what's raw. We want what's real. So if we make mistakes when we are speaking, if we make mistakes in the process of a service, that is fine. If we make mistakes on a video for a social media, for example, that's totally fine. I want to see that you are a real human, because as a consumer, I'm tired of big corporations where everything is perfect.
Yes, yes.
I think we are kind of tired of the Instagram style where everything is perfect. All trips are amazing. Everybody is a millionaire. That's not how life is, and that's
That's
not
right.
what the consumer is looking for.
Okay, can you share an example of a company that's effectively using AI to enhance their customer experience, and what lessons can you offer, us, to learn from
Mhm.
this?
So actually, right now we have many companies already using AI. The common trace on them is that most of them are big companies, because for techie people, for people that are into watching the techie news all the time, AI
Mhm.
has been happening for a while. But most of us, we are getting in touch with this right now. I know many entrepreneurs that don't even have tried ChatGPT yet.
Oh,
And you
my.
may be thinking, I use it all the time. But that's how we are. We are starting to get used to AI, and we are starting to get comfortable with it and experimenting. We are not in the stage that we know everything about it. So the companies that are already implementing a lot are big companies. One case is Sephora. So they sell beauty products, right? What they did with AI is that now when you go to their website, the AI will scan your face, right? But it's not just going to scan your face to see if you have a round shape, a pear shape, or whatever shapes we have with our faces. It's going to also detect all the flaws that you might have. And
Wow.
it's going to show you how you look with the products according to what you really need. So it's a much better process than just, scanning your face or having a picture and trying the lipstick. It really says, for this tone of skin, this is the color that you should be using. You have some blemishes on the side, this is what you should be using. Now, it also has integrated this with, if I go to a store then and talk to a Sephora representative, they at the moment can pull in the computer everything that I have interacted with the AI and tell me exactly what I need.
That's
So
awesome.
not one thing replacing the other, is becoming a much more powerful service to the consumer at the end. But I already have restaurants, for example, that I can get the menu, scan one of the pictures for the dishes, and it will show me in a video right there how the dish was prepared or what happens in the kitchen. Because as consumers, I told you raw, right? We want to see what's happening in the back when I'm not seeing, when I'm not there. Many times, if I for example, Gen Zers, they want to see if that food comes from a good source, if it's local, things like that. So it's important for us. It's not because big companies are using that I'm not going to start using because I am small. That's not a good excuse for me. You
Mm-hmm.
can start using with very little money, and you have to, because if we don't, Aubrey, we are going to cease to exist as a company in the next 2 years. We are going to be left behind.
Yes, just try it. Just try something small. Give me a headline or,
Mm-hmm.
feed it
Yeah.
information, your own information and
Yeah.
ask it to do something with it.
Exactly.
Spell
Exactly.
check it or,
A
redo
little bit,
grammar.
yeah, a little bit every day. Just don't rely your decisions on AI,
Hmm.
right? One thing
Right.
that is beautiful about us humans is creativity,
Hmm.
right? How we express ourselves and decision maker. We make decisions every single day. Should I take the dog out of my room or leave it inside? It's a decision, and you make that all day long. But the danger with start being very comfortable with all AI tools is just allowing AI to make decisions for you that can lead to bad outcomes on a day-to-day or even on a larger scale. I'll give you an example in my family. So
Okay.
my daughter-in-law was applying for a job and she did the resume on ChatGPT. Good resume. She presented, but she didn't read it. Okay. She got called for the interview. And they were talking to her, everything was going fine. Then the person said, "Oh, Sam, it's so good that you are an expert on this language, which was a computer language." She doesn't know how to do anything in the computer, right? And she panicked. But everything went okay. She got the job and she's succeeding on that. But that's something we should not do. If you
Yes.
use the AI to do something, you not only have to read, you have to adjust to who
Mhm.
you are, your personality, what is the outcome that you want from that.
Absolutely. It's only there to help us speed up the process, not actually finish the process.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. I'm glad that she got the job. That ended up being a positive outcome. So
But chances were that it was not going to be a good
yeah,
outcome, right? That's
that's
that is
right.
not a good thing.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Shahar, your work bridges the gap between consumer psychology and artificial intelligence. How did you come to specialize in this unique intersection?
I did study psychology in college. It was not my major, but I did study, and I always loved consumer behavior. So for me, it's a hobby to read, and I've been reading. And well, you are an engineer, you understand that. Sometimes you just need to get stuff
Quick. Let
and
me
go.
do a quick correction. I work in the engineering college.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
work
Well,
around engineers.
so
I'm a
you know how it
wannabe.
is, right? They go looking for data all the time. I don't have my left brain developed. I'm not good at math, but I love facts that are happening. And because I have worked as a consultant all my life, I see when the entrepreneur chooses not to embrace what's coming because somehow they think things are going to go back to normal. We all should have learned with COVID that once the human behavior changes, it doesn't go back. Right?
Yes.
The changes we made during that time, we kept it. So did many businesses, some good changes and some bad changes, right? But they kept it. So now with AI is going to become so intricate in our lives that it's going to become an extension of ourselves. And how is this happening? Because you might be thinking, no, I'm not going to allow droids to take care of my life. But you're probably wearing a smartwatch right now, right? That tells you
Right.
probably have a device that can tell you what you didn't buy yesterday that you should buy, what's the weather, what's the time. A very annoying lady that I have over there, not a very smart type of AI, but everything is evolving.
Yeah.
What are the things? You may have glasses that talk to you all the time. I have one that films, take photographs, and I'm driving and can ask questions about the place that I don't know very well. So we start embracing without even noticing,
Mhm.
right? And this is going to become an extension of ourselves. For example, in my report, the first trend is the live streaming, meaning that in a very short period of time, we are basically going to be not control, that's a bad word, but I
Yeah.
wake up in the morning and my pillow will tell the coffee maker to start making coffee. And today I need some milk in that because I had a stressful night. I go to brush my teeth. My toothbrush will tell me it is time for you to get that cleaning. You are over the date that you should go. And so AI is going to start monitoring what I do a lot more, for example, than my watch. My watch can tell me, it vibrates every time I'm stressed, for example, and tells me to take a deep breath. So it's going to start monitoring my life a lot. Why is this important for businesses? Because you have to think, okay, what can I implement that would take into that? And for example, you can have something that helps with the health of your customer and have an app on that, or other things that are out there for you to use. There are many things, right? It's important that with this trend, we will also need hyper personalization, and that is coming since COVID. Why? Because we feel that we are becoming invisible with all the social media and influencers and all the things that we have no control over. We start thinking, I don't matter. Nobody knows where I am. We are cocooning a lot more than before. We stay home a lot more. We isolate ourselves a lot more. So every time I'm out there, and out there can be on a website, I want to feel I matter. And it's important to show that as a business all the time, because we are all thirsty for that. And I can tell, Audrey, that you are over 30 years old, like I am, right? The
Just a little bit over.
just a little bit, just a tad. Well, the older we get, the more invisible we feel to the market, right? They don't take it's in every single day situation. You say, for example, I talk about AI. AI is technology. Do you think when I get a techie guy that they pay attention to what I'm saying? I need to double work 3 times more than a man would or a younger person would, just to make myself heard. And I know, because I go to trade shows and things like that, it's always that thing. You're getting older, so grandma needs to stay to the side. I don't know
We're
if
the
you
wise
feel that.
women. Yes.
Oh, man, the women as a whole, they need to understand that unique voice that I talked about in the beginning, it's really important to put out there. And it doesn't matter if nobody, if not everybody agrees with you, right? Because we were raised, at least my generation, that we needed to please people. We need to say yes. We need to not be loud. That's not my case. So, so we need to understand that as we age, things get a lot harder in that sense. So as a consumer, if I go into a store and people don't acknowledge me, people don't, it's the most annoying thing is that they answer a question without even looking to you. See, no AI here, it's just human behavior. I get annoyed and I'm not going back. Now, how can we use this as businesses? Today is very easy because you have AI that can track your habits. So let's suppose I go to a restaurant. I talk a lot about food because I love food. I go to a restaurant very often, right? And they start tracking my behavior. They ask for my information. I can go there one day and the AI will tell me, and AI can be on my phone or in any other format, and say, hey, Shahar, last time you were here, you had the pistachio lasagna. Why don't you try the pistachio cannelloni today? It's the chef special for the day. So you will acknowledge what I had before, which will make me feel special, right? And then tell me what else I can order. So we have to think in my business, how can I implement that? And I can implement in any stage that I am with the consumer. For example, we are doing some videos now on the voice AI. So it's a AI employee that you have that will answer the phone for you. You know why? Because imagine that if your ticket, whatever you sell, is $500, at least the beginning of that relationship. But during the day, you're busy, and you don't answer all your phone calls, and you miss one phone call a day that could have been a $500. How much is that at the end of the year? You do the math. I'm bad at math, but it's a lot of money. So the AI is able not only to answer, hey, I am Mary from Nail Salon. How are you doing today? And it will carry a conversation that, Audrey, is unbelievable how real it
Wow.
is. We were testing yesterday and we asked a friend to call and she said she had a tattoo parlor. The AI went, oh, and what design are you looking for? And she said, and then it went, and in which place of your body you want the tattoo? And it carried a conversation like if you was an expert. And it was the very first call that AI got from a tattoo place. Understand? So the power of these things are amazing. Then you guys say, yeah, but can a business have an AI like that? Yeah, it's like a fancy dinner that you pay a month. And this is one we have for everything.
It's fascinating. It
Mhm.
absolutely is fascinating. You think back on some of our sci-fi shows that we,
Oh yeah.
watched in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and yeah, that's
Yeah, we are the Jacksons
we're
now,
there.
right?
Yes, yes.
Knock out your competition with Altogether Marketing. We elevate your brand. Take a stance with your business name, logo, the tagline, your colors, even the fonts for your business. And then jab left with your website. Jab right with core values. Back up with product experience and bring it on with you. Visit altogether.biz and let us help you create a knockout brand.
So your report mentions the near future of commerce. What key changes do you predict in how consumers interact with brands and make purchasing decisions?
Well, another thing that is already happening is what I call the digital doppelganger. We can create digital twins of who we are. I have experimented that, like you said at the beginning. I have a company that does art courses. We have hosts because we go live, so we have real hosts. I
Mhm.
tried a year ago an AI host, and people freaked out, like it's creepy. Today, I can have myself as a host and they will not notice I'm not there.
Wow.
And it's some AI that you pay whatever $30 a month, right? Well, I
Mhm.
have done some social media with the same concept, but the fact is that today with AI, I can have a receptionist answer the phone. I can have a secretary or a virtual assistant that is an AI. I can have salespeople that are AI, right? What this does is, first of all, business is about profit, right? So they don't get sick, they don't complain, they come to work. Now, the major problem is that people think, but they are going to replace me. What I need to understand is this. What is going to happen is AI is not going to replace you right away, but it may replace you with a person that knows how to use AI. So
Yes.
that's why we said you need to be comfortable. It doesn't matter if you agree with this or not, because in this case, it's going to happen.
Mhm.
But it's important for you to get used to this. You can increase your productivity in whatever you do today a lot with AI. So you may be replaced by somebody that knows what to use. But there are some professions that will eventually fade away because AI gets better every single day. What is not good right now is that it doesn't have a moral compass. It's not a deep problem solver. It can solve minor problems, but not deep problems. And that's one characteristic of the human race that is amazing. We are problem solvers. Sometimes we are not even aware of that.
Mm.
So, I mean, you work in an engineer place. That's what they do all day, right?
That's
There's
right.
work that's I'm going to create a solution for that. There's a beautiful thing to exercise. Creativity. The AI is not good with creativity at this point. Yes, it can generate images, art, and all these things, but at this point, it's not good. And it's going to take a while to be creative in the sense that it can create something from scratch by itself. There was a painting that was sold, done by AI. It did a portrait of a famous mathematician, and it sold, I believe it was $2 million, something like that, not about a week or so ago. But the
Mm.
thing is that painting was not really made by AI. You had the programmers that program, the artists that consulted about what type of brush to use, how to use the color thing. All that was created by humans, put into an AI that was able to create a painting that was sold for a lot of money because the first of something goes for a lot of money.
Right.
That
Absolutely.
doesn't mean that artists will not have jobs, for example, in the near future. But there are some that should be worried about. For example, if you work on a call center, you're so replaceable today. What would I do in that case? I would start saying, okay, what are my strong suits that is not easily replaced by a machine? Start developing those strong suits and reinventing yourself. There's nothing wrong. Like I said, I'm way over 30 and I have reinvented myself more than once in life. It's something that does happen to a lot of people. So then think, okay, this is going away. For example, online courses. I sell online courses. There was a time right after COVID that nobody wanted online courses because nobody wanted to be home anymore. They want to be out in the garden, at the beach, at some place fun, right? So there are moments in life that you have no control of what's happening. So all you can do is see what's the best solution besides what I already provide, and how can I insert this in my business or even start a new one. With entrepreneurs, it's the same thing. We are not going to be replaced by AI, but if we don't start adopting those AIs into us, the person will say, I'm going to go to that one because they know who I am. They know my number. It is so basic, Audrey. I mean, there is a restaurant here in Puerto Rico that I go almost every day to eat lunch. I like the place, it's open, I like the food. I go with my daughter almost every day. Not even once they have asked my name, what's my email, what's my phone number. They could be sending me promotions. They could be sending me a happy birthday, happy Thanksgiving, happy Merry Christmas. Nothing, right? I'm giving them money every day, and there is not the other side. But think about this. In any business, it's a lot more expensive to bring a new customer than to keep an old one. It costs a lot more money to bring a new one. Why don't we do anything simple as getting an email and have it automated so every so often you send a newsletter? Why not?
Yes. Yes.
Right?
That's right.
The AI, people think the AI is all this complicated thing. No, it's all
Mhm.
the small automations that you're going to put in your business that you will scale faster and you will provide a better service. Now, think about this. If every couple of months I can increase 25% of my revenue on an automated way that I'm not working 60, 70 hours to get, how much is that at the end of the year? You do the math. And small things, small androids that you're going to put. Nothing, you don't need to think like Sephora and go create a thing from scratch. You use what's available and implement that and get comfortable with that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, definitely thank you for that advice for us to look at the current trends and how we can prepare our careers, at the intersection, of AI and consumer behavior. So, Shahar, how can we get in touch with you?
What about if I give your listeners the report that I wrote for free that
Awesome.
discover how the AI revolution is going to revolutionizing consumer behaviors? All they have to go is to proptalkie, prop like properties, for example, proptalkie, walkie-talkie, proptalkie.com/AI dash trends. AI dash trends. And you will get a report. And if you want to talk more with me, you'll see on the website how to do so. And the fun part is this: it's possible. It's not going to cost you a lot of money, and you should be doing anyway, right? So don't wait too much. We are going to go into a year that promises to bring us a lot of surprises, right? And we have consumers that are on both sides of the aisle, because it's not just when we vote A or B. After the vote, we are either happy or very sad. And those consumers have different behaviors, right? The very happy right now is spending for Christmas like crazy. The very sad, I'm going to give a gift to my daughter. That's it, right? So
Right.
we as businesses, we need to know who we cater to and know how to adapt the behavior to how they're feeling. Because, for example, whoever is not feeling very happy right now is not likely to buy any high ticket items, for example, no houses, no cars, no things like that. If you sell those things, you're going to have to change your conversation with them to something like, but having this car will make you feel a lot safer, will make you feel comfortable, will make you feel that everything's going to be okay at the end, right? So you need to adapt that conversation to that kind of consumer. It's very important, Audrey, for all of us to be just observing behavior, because we see amazing things, right? And we see, haha, my consumers also behave like this person. How can I provide a solution to that? That's how
Right.
wealth is made.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Shahar, thank you for coming today. You've really brought some an enlightening viewpoint to AI and, for our businesses and consumers as well. So really appreciate that. And we're looking forward to the next time.
Yes,
Enjoy
there'll be
yourself.
next time. Yes,
Okay.
thank you
Over
very
here.
much.
Yeah. Having fun over there in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
And I'm cold in Ohio.
I hope
Uh,
so. I hope you come.
Yes, yes. All right. So, Chop Squad, you have your marching orders. Be sure to follow Shahar, get to that website and get that report. Well, till then, we'll see you next time. Take care.
Thank you for listening to The Business Shop. We hope that you were able to glean valuable information from our guests and that you will download and share this podcast. Your rating and review is much appreciated. To go deeper with our guests, please visit their website and social channels. To learn more about us, please visit businessshop.info or altogether.biz, where we will help you expand your brand.